Welcome to Tap In, presented by The Jared Bourne Show, with today's guest, E on the mic.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Tap In. Like you heard in the intro, I have a special guest today, E on the mic, one of my boys. It's been a while since I've done any content. He's been somebody that supported me the full way through, and I had to show him some love and bring him on. This is going to be a 3-day-a-week thing where I go live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, starting this week. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I know right now because, again, this is the first episode, and I'm haven't done anything live before. So let's bring in E and
Come
E, how's it
on,
going
Jared,
today,
bring
bro?
that energy in there. Come on, I
Hey.
know it's your first show back, but come on, bring that energy
Hey.
back into the building, man. What's going on? Long time no see, man.
Hey, bro.
What's
So
going on?
excited to have you on here, man. Been
I'm glad
awesome
to be
following
here.
you. I've seen you blow up on TikTok over the last couple months, man, and you put in the work, and you greatly deserve it. I'm happy for you, man. Really happy for you, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm glad that you're back into the game, man. I for a second I thought you were disappearing for a long time. I was like, "Where's this man going?" You know, I keep contacting you and say, "Okay, good. He's coming, bringing it back." I understand, especially life issues, stuff like that. I understand that, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we can talk about sports today.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
get it going.
Hey, let's get right into it. So this weekend, Colin Kapernick was at the Michigan game at halftime, throwing like it was kind of his own pro day at the Michigan halftime.
Mm-hmm.
So that starts us with our first question. Should Colin Kaepernick get another shot in the NFL?
I'm going to say yes. The only reason why I will say yes to this, I understand he's 35, hasn't been in the league for 6 years now. He has to give him a shot, you know. I mean, you look at it, I mean, he's not like a starting quarterback, but I feel like a backup quarterback for an NFL team. I mean, yes, he shows those nice throws in Michigan, which are nice at a halftime show. I mean, he's still trying to get onto the NFL team for a long time since that protest he made back in 2014, 2015. That's how long he's been out of the league for. Now, during that time, he was on the decline at that point. So that's why people are kind of skeptic. They don't want to bring that type of energy into that locker room. But that's the problem. That's the reason why Kaepernick hasn't got onto a team lately. It's because he brings a lot of attention to the organization, to what he brings. So that's why no one's really going to give him a shot. But I feel someone needs to give him a shot. I know Seattle, like Pete Carroll always mentions, hey, you know, we've been thinking of signing Kaepernick, even though he's kind of a bluff, because that's what Pete Carroll does, just so don't forget about Russell Wilson getting traded away. But Kaepernick, I feel he needs another shot. I don't know if he's going to get it, though. He's 35. I mean, there's other quarterbacks you might get as free agency, like Jimmy G, for example. You can get Jimmy G. Baker Mayfield is still young, so it's going to be tough. I'm not sure if I'm going to see Colin Kaepernick on another NFL team, but I think he deserves a shot. Although I would rather see him wearing pads in coverages, and just so he can read coverages there, than just on a Michigan halftime where you can just see like a go route to a receiver with no pads.
You know, I agree 100%, bro. I think he should get another shot, but at this point, the chances of it happening are absolutely zero.
It's going to be tough.
No team is going to want to bring him in with the media draw, because he's even mentioned recently how he's open to coming back as a backup quarterback and then attempting to compete for a starting job. And while he's talented, yes, he hasn't played in 6 years, and there's way too much negative publicity. Any publicity for a backup quarterback is not necessarily something you want. And I understand that he's extremely talented. I just don't see it happening at this point. 4 years ago, maybe, but we're 6 years out since the last time he stepped foot on an NFL football field. I just don't see it happening. If he wants to get another shot in the NFL, I feel like he should do what anybody who hasn't played in 6 years would do. Play in one of these startup leagues like the USFL, the XFL. There's nothing wrong with doing that. But I at this point think that he's not going to get another shot just due to how long he hasn't played and the media coverage that it would bring to a team, just him being in the locker room. Because you don't want unwanted attention in the league, ever.
No question about it. You got to really commit to the guy. If you're going to commit to the guy, you're going to take the heat, like the Deshaun Watson and the Browns, for example.
Yes.
You understand what his circumstances is. So once you agree on that and the locker room agrees with it, then yes, you pull the trigger, you go after that guy. And I feel the only team that will give an option will be Seattle. Will give him an option, but I'm not sure Pete Carroll will really interested in him. They probably look for a quarterback in the draft, but that's how I feel for Kaepernick there, Jared.
Hey, I agree. And speaking of Seattle, Seattle made a massive shocking move this offseason. There's been quite a few of those. What has been the most shocking move of this offseason so far in your mind?
Man, it's been a lot of offseason moves. This is like a gift. Like Christmas came early.
Craziest offseason of all time.
Man, there's a couple that I can name of, like the Russell Wilson trade to Denver. We knew Denver needed a quarterback. They were looking after Aaron Rodgers, but we weren't sure if it was going to be Aaron Rodgers or somebody else. And behold, it's Russell Wilson. I think that was a surprise move there. Tyreek Hill becoming available in trades after non-negotiation contract with the Chiefs. Came down to the Jets and the Dolphins. The Dolphins somehow pulled the trigger and trading 5 draft picks, the 1st, the 4th, and the 6th this year, and the 4th and 6th the previous year. So there's a lot of moves, especially Von Miller going to the Bills also. But I had to say it would be the Russell Wilson trade to Denver is really intriguing. But there's a lot more. It's a lot more, and especially Devontae Adams going to Raiders too as well. It's just hard to choose an exact one, you know?
Yeah, the Devontae Adams one was my move. That was the one that shocked me. That was the one that shocked me. I did not expect the Packers to move on from Adams. I understand he didn't want to play on the franchise tag, but to move on from Adams, and at that point when Rodgers just kind of restructured his deal, came back supposedly with a cap-friendly deal, it was an interesting move to get rid of Devontae Adams.
Well, if Aaron Rodgers wanted to keep Devontae Adams on the same team, he wouldn't take all that money he asked for to stay with Green Bay. And there wouldn't be no issues with that. Devontae probably would have never got traded away had that never happened. If you think about it, if Rodgers wanted a championship, he'll get a good chunk of money, but not that much money he got from that contract that he got. Which I was thinking it was a huge amount. What was it, $150 million guaranteed?
Yeah, partially true. Part of that, the $150 million guaranteed, there was a lot of other things that I wanted. Like, you got to take into account with that was how they're going to spread it across the amount of years. He's not getting that all up front. How much was a signing bonus that doesn't count against the cap? There's a whole lot in that.
I understand why Green Bay moved on from him because Devontae hadn't wanted that money. He was not going to play no franchise tag. They were hoping he was going to sign that franchise tag for another year, but he wants to earn that money. So I wasn't really too surprised on it. I was surprised that he got traded to the Raiders, although Derek Carr and Devontae Adams were co-teammates actually in Fresno State. So at the same time. But I understand your point of view, especially Green Bay now losing receivers there and defense there. So Smith going to the Vikings as well. They couldn't sign him because of the Rodgers contract. So there's that too.
Yes. And one of the most shocking moves of the offseason that we really haven't got to touch on yet was Tyreek Hill. And Tyreek Hill is now on your team, the Miami Dolphins.
Right.
Who right now, your quarterback is Tua Tagovailoa. What is Tua Tagovailoa now that he has Tyreek Hill, and how much pressure is he now under?
He's slightly improved. I'll say he'll be slightly improved with Tyreek Hill. You got to think about it. Tua is not a deep throw guy. He's more a short, middle pass guy. Yes, Tyreek Hill helps us a lot, especially pairing up with Jalen Waddle, Cedric Wilson, Mike Gesicki. Mike Gesicki is going to get a lot of touches with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle because defense will be looking more onto Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, but leaving Gesicki open. And I think it was a great initial D, especially we needed a receiver. Because when you look at it, the receivers we had last year, Devontae Parker, Preston Williams, Jalen Waddle, Albert Wilson. Now, most of those players right there are not even on the team anymore, and they had a lot of inconsistent of dropping balls, couldn't stay healthy. Now, with adding Tyreek Hill, you add another healthy depth in there with Jalen Waddle and the new addition of Cedric Wilson as well. And to answer the Tua is under pressure now, he is definitely under pressure. He needs to perform. We got all the pieces that everybody was asking for. Teron Armstead, the right tackle from New Orleans, Raheem Mostert, Chase Edmonds, Cedric Wilson, Alec Ingold, Raheem Mostert, Chase Edmonds, and Tyreek Hill in the trade. So what more do you need to succeed in the NFL? So Tua's on the most pressure there. Yes, the line's not as fulfilled by Connor Williams as well too, but it's not really. It's going to be really determined if Tua can get it done with that offense. But you got to wait and see. But he's definitely under pressure there because his third year now, they've been waiting for it. We kind of gave him a little slack at the first year. Yeah, he got thrown in there. Second year, he was there kind of injured without an offense. That's what the main complaint was about Miami. Our offense couldn't protect at all. You had to throw it in 2 seconds. Those dumb passes. That's why you probably hear like Tua throws it a little dumb pass there every single
Yep.
time. There's no protection. There's no protection.
Nope. And this offseason, they did their best to bring in protection. Armstead and Williams, Connor
Yeah,
Williams.
Teron
Yeah.
Armstead,
So
correct.
Armstead and Connor Williams are 2 great pickups. And he is under massive pressure because he's now under a head coach that didn't necessarily draft him.
Correct.
He's also playing in a brand new offensive system, so he has to learn all that. But that offensive system is very quarterback friendly, so I think he's going to thrive. And all he has to do is get the ball to his playmakers and just give them the ball and let them do what they have to do, because he has maybe one of the fastest offenses in the league. But something that makes me think that he is under pressure is that earlier, just a few weeks ago, there was trade talks that possibly Tom Brady was looking to be moved to the Miami Dolphins. And those just kind of fizzled off and fell through. I don't know if it was real or not, but some people say where there's smoke, there's fire. And right now, as a Miami Dolphins fan, with that offense you currently have right now, who would you rather have manning that offense, Tom Brady or Tua Tagovailoa?
That's like a rhetorical question. Of course, if you give me that option, obviously every single Dolphin, no matter how much I hate Tom Brady, I will definitely take Tom Brady than Tua. No question about it. If you think not, then you're hypocritical. So, but yeah, of course you would take Tom Brady, obviously. But the problem with that is if you get Tom Brady there, that offensive line, I don't think he's gonna last in that offensive line because you're not sure Teron Armstead's gonna be healthy as much. Connor Williams has penalty problems as well too, and you still got Austin Jackson on the line, Liam Eichenberg, Everett, and Hunt. So, and that's the only guy. Robert Hunt is probably the only guy that I actually like in that offense. Plus with Teron Armstead there, maybe even Connor Williams if he can fix up the penalties. But I don't even know if Brady can be protected there. Of course, Brady will have the weapons. He has the arm strength for it. No question about it. With Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Mike Gesicki, Cedric Wilson, that's a great offense for a nice, great quarterback. But I'm not sure Brady. I think if Brady was going to lead Tampa next season, he'll most likely try to go to San Francisco in the case that Trey Lance doesn't work out there. Because I don't know if I will see that in Miami. That'll probably be a 1-year deal if that even happens. And those rumors were false. I was like, there's no way we're gonna get Brady.
I was kind of excited for the rumors because I think, again, Tua's never really been looked at as, I mean, he has been looked at as a franchise guy, in my opinion, by Miami fans, but I don't think by the organization he's ever been given a fair shake or a fair shot.
Right.
And even after he got a new head coach, there was rumors that they were looking to trade for Brady. For a long time, there was rumors that they wanted to trade for Deshaun Watson, and they finally got out of that, said Tua's our guy, and then like literally the next week, Tom Brady rumors were everywhere. But I think personally right now, I'd rather have Tua.
Really?
He's much younger, much cheaper. I'd rather have Tua.
So you mean to tell me you
and
have
he's accurate. Tua is accurate.
Of course, that's one of his that's one of his positives, yes. But would you rather have a winning quarterback that knows the system, especially with the weapons that Brady will have there in Miami right now? Cedric Wilson, Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill. I'm a Dolphins fan too, but like Tom Brady though, I understand the hatred. I hate him too. Like trust me, even though I respect him, but I still hate him at the same time. I'd rather take Tom Brady than Tua, no question about it. Watch. All the Tua, everybody that loves Tua will flip as soon as they hear Tom Brady here. They'll be like, I don't even know what to say. So, trust me. You think I'm crazy, but watch. People will switch like this and no problem.
Yeah. I'll just say it now.
They can love LeBron James.
I'll just say it now.
That's all I was going to say.
Dark horse for MVP, Tua Tagovailoa. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah,
but that leads me to my next question.
It is a dark horse. That is a dark horse. Okay.
That leads me to my next question. Okay. What is the Dolphins' ceiling for the upcoming season?
Ceiling. It looks great on paper. I love the defense. I love the new additions that we got on offense. Even though there's some questions there, can they stay healthy? Like Chase Edmonds, Raheem Mostert, and Teron Armstead. Those are the key players that need to stay healthy in order to be successful. I think the ceiling, if I had to say how many wins they'll get, I would say right what I had them last year. I had them like right at the top of the ceiling. It's like 10 wins, maybe even 11. That's even being generous of me. That's a little bit generous of me. The reason why I say this is it looks nice on paper. The problem is you're going to play against the AFC North and the NFC North next season. Now, you can look at Baltimore. You look at Green Bay. I mean, Chicago might be something there. The Browns, if Deshaun Watson does not get suspended for a lot of games. And Watson's not going to be no joke, especially if Browns have a great offense, great running backs, and a great quarterback there, and a great defense there as well. Still got to play against the Chargers next year too as well. And it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for Miami, especially since we haven't beat the Bills since Josh Allen's rookie year. So that's a main key. If we can somehow split with the Bills, then we're getting somewhere. Yes. Because these past few years, we have not been the Bills at all. Not even until like Josh Allen's rookie year, and everyone remembers Josh Allen's rookie year. He wasn't as great as he is now. Everyone's like putting him as like his top 5 list right now.
No, he was kind of looked at as a bust after his first year. I personally think the Dolphins' ceiling for this upcoming season, like I think that they are a team that is built to play in the Super Bowl. But I don't think that's where they're going to get to. I could see them getting into the playoffs, and their ceiling, the furthest I think they could possibly get this upcoming season is the divisional round of the playoffs, and that's about as far as I think they can get.
I feel like putting a little bit too generous for me there. It's a little bit too generous. You know?
Generous,
I understand that, but it's still a tough AFC conference this year. If you remember those free agency moves, Denver got better, Chargers got better, the Broncos, the Chiefs, the Raiders got better, the Colts got better. There's a lot of teams that just got better. Yes. Ravens going to have a healthier squad now. The Browns, don't sleep on the Bengals either. There's a lot of tight ends.
My Steelers with Mitch Trubisky. Don't forget them. Don't forget them.
I don't know what's going on with the Steelers. They're getting They have four quarterbacks.
We're a playoff team.
4 quarterbacks, and they're still looking to draft another quarterback.
Hey, one's got to hit.
Please inform me on that one.
One's got to hit.
One got a hit. Which one has a hit? Dwayne Haskins, Josh Dobbs,
it's Mitch. It's
Mason
MVP.
Rudolph,
it's
Mitch
the
Trubisky.
MVP, Mitch Trubisky.
What are you gonna get? Desmond Ritter now? Is that what you're
gonna
get now?
With Desmond Ritter, bro. I love Desmond Ritter.
Oh my God, that's too many quarterbacks in the one team.
Speaking of all the teams, let's be honest. There's been a lot of teams that have improved this offseason. But out of all of them, what teams do you think are legit contenders for the upcoming Super Bowl this year? It's early. It's very early. It's even pre-draft process. But who do you think are legit contenders? I'll
start with the AFC. I'll start with two teams, one from the AFC and one from the NFC for me. So for AFC, I'm going to say Buffalo Bills. Now, why did I say Buffalo Bills? Yes, it's my divisional rival, but they have the recipe to win now. They have Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. Yes, they still need to get wide receivers there in the draft if they can find one there, or defensive line as well. But their offense is built to win. Look at the last year against the Chiefs. They were one score away from going to the AFC Championship to play against the Bengals. Which, let's be honest, if the Bills play against the Bengals during that game, I felt the Bills were going to beat the Bengals. I didn't see the Bengals beating the Bills. The way how the Bills were playing,
I agree.
There's no question about it. So they're definitely Super Bowl favorites in my opinion there. And then just in the NFC side there, I want to say it's kind of tough for the NFC side because it could be the Rams, it could be the Packers, it could be the Buccaneers. You don't really have a clear front runner there. Yep. This is like kind of up in the air. At least the AFC you can have a clear front runner. NFC is kind of up in the air. It's kind of like anybody goes there. I mean, as of right now, I'll say the Buccaneers. They brought back Tom Brady. They brought about almost everybody back. They brought 11 players back out. A couple, some went to the Jets, some went to the Bengals. So, but I feel if I had to go choose one for the NFC side, it would be the Buccaneers. I'm not sure the Rams can repeat. I mean, they did lose Von Miller in free agency. They're gonna lose OBJ, and they did get Bobby Wagner, but Bobby Wagner is not Von Miller. Let's keep that real. Because Bobby Wagner helps stop the run, but can't rush as well. He's been doing all right, but especially the contract they gave him.
Yes.
It's going to be interesting.
Yes, So I got 3 teams in the AFC that I think are legit contenders.
Let me hear it.
So I have Buffalo for obvious reasons. They've improved. They don't have a lot of cap space. I'm excited to see what their offense does this year. I think they're going to have a little bit of a better run game. I have the Los Angeles Chargers. I don't think they are the best team in the AFC West this upcoming season and for the long haul, I'd say. Mm-hmm. And then my third team, I don't like it.
Say it. Say it with your chest. Come on. Say it with your chest.
I don't like it, but I genuinely do think it's still the Cincinnati Bengals.
Interesting. Okay.
I think the Cincinnati Bengals, people think this is a one-hit wonder. It's not. That's a team built to really push in the long haul. And I think those are the 3 legit contenders that I can see right now in the AFC. Now, if you notice, I left off quite a few names.
Mm-hmm.
Denver, Kansas City, Baltimore, Cleveland.
Oh, I thought you would say Baltimore.
I left off quite a few names. But yeah. In the NFC, I have 2. In the NFC, I have 2 legit contenders. Mm-hmm. I think the Rams are a legit contender, although I am pretty skeptical of some of the offseason moves that they have made. Mm-hmm. I don't necessarily. I think Bobby Wagner's washed. I think Bobby Wagner's washed. He's not as a good of a linebacker
he still has
as people give him credit for. He wasn't the best linebacker on the Seahawks last year, but to be honest, he's not going to be asked to be the best defensive player on the team he's currently on because they already have Jalen Ramsey and they already have Aaron Donald. So I think he meshes well with the team. And then I would say the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because of Tom Brady.
Of course.
So that's pretty much the reason why. Shifting away from the NFL and all the NFL talk, though, the NBA season is going on currently.
Correct.
And it's nearing the end. Who do you have as the MVP this year in the NBA?
Ooh, that's gonna be it's a tight race. You gotta think about it. It's gonna be a tight race. You still got Joel Embiid, Giannis, you got Luka. It's gonna be close. And then Joker, and the Joker too. It's gonna be close. But for me right now, I want to say Giannis right now. As much as Embiid definitely deserves to be MVP, it's just a tight race, especially near the end. That's where everything comes really close, especially the next 4 to 5 games left. That's in the NBA season right now.
Yep.
Right now, Giannis is with 30 points, 11 assists, 8 rebounds, while Joel Embiid's right behind him, 30 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds. It's very close. And I wouldn't be surprised to give it to Embiid too. But right now, Giannis is doing productive back-to-back 40-point games. Then Joel Embiid did struggle against the Detroit Pistons in that Friday loss. Yep. So that probably will hurt a little bit there as well. But I feel Joel Embiid definitely deserves an MVP as well. But I'm not sure it's going to be this year. So that's why I got to give it to Giannis there. As much as I want to say Joel Embiid will get it, I'm still going to say give it to Giannis.
I'm on your side as well. Give the MVP to Giannis. It's pretty simple. He is the most dominant player in basketball right now. I mean, Devin Booker would be a good pick as well, but Giannis is the most dominant player in basketball.
I see John there saying the Joker. So, why are we talking about the Joker?
Yeah.
I mean, he's there. He's there. I'll have him like third right now, where he's at right now. But it's just a Joel Embiid right now, and Giannis is like right there, neck and neck. I mean, Joker's right behind him, and then Luka right there. I know Dallas Mavericks fans would rather have Luka right about here, but as of right now, it looks like Giannis and Embiid right now are just fighting for the MVP conversation there.
I agree. Although, let's be honest, the Joker, fantastic player.
Oh, no
fantastic
question.
player. I wouldn't be shocked to see him. I wouldn't be shocked to see him win back-to-back MVP.
I think it's just the conversation that I've been hearing lately now has been Giannis and Embiid. I think I'd probably be even more shocking if it's like even Luka, for example, be the MVP after all that conversation, just hearing Giannis, Embiid right here, and just takes a huge leap. But of course, it depends on the next 4 games they have left. So if they want to be the MVP.
And there's, like you said, there's only a couple games in the NBA season left. And neither one of us actually mentioned LeBron in our conversation. And he is up there, let's be honest. But are the Lakers
not MVP though?
Are the Lakers going to be able to make it into the play-in tournament? And if they do, are they going to be able to maybe go on a run?
It's going to be tough. I'm still want to lean towards no. I mean, the Spurs have a tougher schedule than the Lakers, even though the Lakers schedule looks to be tough as well. But the Spurs near the end still got to play Denver. Still got a couple more teams there. So it's neck and neck right there. I know the Lakers finally got Anthony Davis back, but it just hasn't been clicking. Even with Anthony Davis back, it has not been clicking that we were hoping for. And we might not even see the Lakers in the play-in tournament. No. And let's say they even do make it a play-in tournament, it's going to be tough. I just don't see them advancing, not even there. Not even being the A spot to play against the Suns. That's how bad they've been playing this past season. Especially they bring all those players there that would have been great for 2010, but they're looking to miss. They're making scope. Bye Lakers, Los Angeles, no more. And so many primetime games for the Lakers.
Yes.
Do you watch those Lakers at 10:30 at nighttime?
Sick of them.
10:30
Can't watch
watching the
another.
Warriors
I can't watch another
on
Lakers game.
TNT.
We got a
Come on
comment.
now, please.
We got a comment from John here. He said nope. He said bye Lakers. I'm with you, John. Bye Lakers. I'm about sick of them.
You just gotta get rid of Westbrook. That's
Yep.
all I'm saying. And I know Westbrook's been playing well, especially without LeBron James this past game, but it's not looking. It doesn't mesh well.
Yeah.
And that Darren Fox, a long time ago, that trade that they should have done instead of Westbrook is coming to bite them in the. So.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. Speaking of NBA, let's be honest. I just want to know. Who do you have in the NBA Finals this year?
Now, as much as I would like to put my Heat there, I just don't see it happening. They're having some struggles there. I mean, they did beat the Bulls and the Celtics these past 2 games. So at least they're ending with a good, strong end to the season. But on the East side, I'm going to say the Milwaukee Bucks. I understand the Brooklyn Nets. They can finally get Kyrie Irving to play at home games. I think it's going to come down to those 2 teams there. It's going to be the Nets and the Bucks. And yes, I know the Nets are now the 10th seed since the Hawks just beat them yesterday. But I can still see the Nets making the playoffs. They can even upset the Heat, even though I don't want to see that. But that's my gonna have it, and the Nets could go all the way to that Eastern Conference Final. But I feel Giannis will take it there. I just don't see the 76ers. Yes, I see the Celtics there. The Celtics have been doing great. They just need that center back. I know they've been missing him for a while. He's gonna miss for a while there too. I just don't see the Celtics going there in the Eastern Conference Finals. But I'm actually Milwaukee Bucks. I'm gonna say the Bucks there.
I disagree. I got the Celtics going the whole way. I don't have them winning it.
All the way?
I don't have them winning it, but I got the Celtics and the Suns in the finals.
See, I didn't get to my Western part though. I think it was going to be either the Suns.
John also said Suns and Celtics. So
I don't know. They need their center back. I'll tell you that much right now. Let me talk about my Western Conference. Hold on. Give me a second. I got the floor right now. Hold on. I got the floor. Wait a minute. I know it's your show.
Hey, here's your mic, bro. Take the mic.
I'll take the mic here. So the Western Conference, I feel, can either be the Suns or the Grizzlies. I feel Grizzlies are a sneaky team that can make it to the finals there. I know John Moran's been injured. I know they've been having a great season, but they look like a scary team that might just upset some teams there, like the Warriors or even the Suns. Even I know a lot of Suns fans will hate me to say that, but the Grizzlies looking dangerous. They can even make it to the finals to play against Giannis.
The Grizzlies have been pretty dangerous. James here said Bucks all the way. It's tough to disagree with him, but I like Jason Tatum.
Right.
I like the Celtics, but speaking of basketball, there was a bunch of basketball on this weekend. It was the Final Four. Tonight's the college championship, and in the Final Four, it was Coach K's final game, and it was against his rival North Carolina. It's a great rivalry.
No question.
Is it the best rivalry in all of sports?
It's definitely a top 10 best rivalry in sports. If you're talking about college perspective, definitely in the top 5, not even top 2 right there, even at number 1 right there, of course. But there's a lot of rivalries you can name that could be better than the Duke and North Carolina rivalry. You look at the Lakers and Boston Celtics rivalry, the quote-unquote Chicago and Green Bay rivalry, if you want to call it that, a rivalry. If you want to call it a rivalry, but there's been an old rivalry. It's an old rivalry. But I wouldn't say Duke and North Carolina are the best rival in all the entirety of sports. But they're definitely in the top 10 of best rivalry in the sports, no question about it. And even though Duke had an opportunity to even upset North Carolina, even though Duke was the favorite than North Carolina, but they couldn't make their free throws. I just want to put that out there. They couldn't make their free throws, and that's how North Carolina won that. That's how I was going for Duke for that final Coach K.
Yeah, I actually have 3 that I'd say are, like, in my opinion, better rivalries than Duke and North Carolina.
Let me hear it.
Number one, Steelers Ravens. Number 2,
I can see the Ravens there. Yes,
number 2, Ohio State and Michigan.
Okay.
And number 3, I got Alabama and Auburn.
Really? You didn't even put the Lakers and Celtics rivalry up there?
Nah, I mean, I don't really.
What?
I mean, I'm a football guy. Let's be honest. I'm a football guy.
We're talking about basketball, though.
Yeah, but I'm a football guy.
We're talking about basketball and football, though. Come on,
I mean, Lakers, Celtics, I'd put 4. Duke, North Carolina, 5.
Okay. There you go. I was going to say, how are you going to leave out Lakers and Celtics?
It's strictly because I am It's
Because
strictly
what?
because I'm a football guy. So I put rivalries that are football rivalries. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Okay.
wrapping up here, we got a couple more questions. One of the more interesting things that happened over the last week or so is that Terrell Owens has unretired, and he's going to be playing in the Fan Controlled Football League, which is a 7-on-7 league for Bob Menery's Zappers team. And the quarterback of that team is Johnny Manziel. Are you going to check that out? I am.
I know I'm going to be checking out those highlights. That's for certain.
Hey,
I don't even know the channel for that. When to be honest with you, there.
I
I know
want to
I'll be.
say,
I'll check out the highlights. I'll check out
yeah,
the highlights. No question
I
about
want to
it.
say it's on Twitch. It streams on Twitch.
Oh, that's probably why I won't even even bother looking
Yeah,
at that. Hey, but I'll look at the highlights. No question about it. I mean,
yeah,
T.O. still feels that he hasn't got deserved to get another chance. That's probably why he's still trying to get back into the NFL.
yes.
Not sure any team willing to give him that, but hey, he gets in the Fan Control Football League there, so give him another shot there with Johnny Manziel.
I just love the entertainment value that you can get with Terrell Owens and Johnny Manziel on the same football field. It's by far maybe the best thing. When I read that, this was like the last thing I came up with because I was like, I need one more question for the show. I saw this and I was like, oh my goodness, I have to talk about this because I cannot tell you. There's another football league starting up. I don't even care if I want to watch it or not. It's the USFL. I want to watch this fan controlled football so bad now just because of TO. But that leads me into another transition, actually. I'm curious, who is your team in the USFL? I know you like football. I know you make a lot of TikTok content. I'm not 100% sure if you're going to watch the USFL, but it is going to be on Fox. It's going to be a major network. I'm just curious to see who your team is just for the USFL.
It's gonna be the New Orleans Breakers. As much as you think it would be the Tampa Bay Bandits, I
That's
like
their
the New
platform.
Orleans Breakers just because of the colors. I love the wave there. That's kind of draws me there, and it's just a little bit different there instead of a Florida team. I still don't like Tampa. Either way, I know they're running the NFL right now. Tampa Bay Buccaneers is running Florida with that. So and FSU. So just something different. New Orleans Breakers. Just get my heart break. So that's all I know. But I know USFL, I'll be watching that. I like how you just disrespect the USFL. I understand they're going through a lawsuit and everything, but I know. But come on now.
Yeah.
You never know. Maybe we'll finally not dysfunctionize and then just fold like every other league that has happened. The AFL, and others.
Yeah.
And XFL.
The XFL folded because COVID killed it. But let's be honest.
I'm going to revive it next season, but you never know.
The Rock is bringing it back. They have partnerships with the NFL. I'm very excited for that. I'm excited to watch the USFL. There's been talks of me possibly going up and attending a game because it is being played in Mobile, which is not very far from where I'm currently at in Florida. So I'm talking with some of my friends. There's a chance I go up to because all the games are getting played in Mobile, Alabama, and it's obvious what team I'm a big fan of. The Pittsburgh Maulers, baby.
Yeah,
I mean, we're about to take the championship. I can't remember a single name of a player on the team. I'm not gonna lie, because I genuinely, honestly have not followed it. I just have followed the name drops and when they drop the uniforms that look worse than high school uniforms. But I'm still excited to watch it. It'll probably be more exciting if I go watch it in person because, again, it's not going to be NFL level quality football. And I have my doubts that it's going to be as good as the XFL felt like it was 2 years ago because the XFL, the speed of the game in the XFL was so high. They did a lot of tech stuff. I don't know what the USFL is going to do, but I am genuinely excited to watch the Pittsburgh Maulers win a championship in that league for the city of Pittsburgh. Obviously.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Definitely go there, especially you're near it. Definitely make that drive. You never know. You never know what you'll see there. You can see something in history there. You're looking at history if it extends for just not that one season,
Yeah.
But you gotta take it.
Yeah, I think it's something I'm definitely gonna do. But I'll tell you what, it's been fun. This has been the first episode of Tap In. It's great having you on. Where can my subscribers and viewers where can they catch you at?
So you can catch me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, whenever I do, YouTube as well, and through all the podcasts. Because I'm going to try to make a return there. Just maybe a quick 10 minutes thing. 10-minute there podcast. Just make it very short than my old ones.
Yeah.
Old ones that I used to do. I used to do like half hours stuff like. Well, just make it change it there. 10 minutes, even 5 minutes. That's where I go there. And before I go, I see James Barnes saying understatement that the jerseys are awful.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying. They're bad.
That's
XFL needs to go back to their old rules.
they do.
Kind of agree as well. The XFL was probably entertaining back in the day. I mean, it was run by Vince McMahon back in the day, and I mean, he got in the ring last night versus Pat McAfee. This is a complete sidetracking thing. Did you see that last night?
I saw the clips of it, and I just see Pat McAfee, and I saw Vince McVay. I don't know what that man was doing. He was drunk. That man was
Vince
drunk.
McMahon is 76 years old, and he would beat me in a fight. And then Stone Cold coming out and just stunning Vince, Austin Theory, and Pat McAfee. It was the best thing I watched in a long time. It was very enjoyable. It was a complete shock to me. I knew Pat was going to beat Austin Theory because Austin Theory is a punk. He's a child. Pat McAfee's an adult in the industry. But you don't really follow wrestling, do you?
Not at all, my good sir. I mean, I know a couple of people there, but hey, man, I see it though. I see clips of it. I'm not like far in the distant land somewhere in the house. So
yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah. Ignore the side tangent. But yeah, just wrapping things up here. It was a great episode with you, brother. Love to have you back on again at some point. And I hope you enjoy yourself, man. Have a good rest of your day.
We'll do, Jared. Take care now.
Hey, appreciate everybody that watched. This was Tap In. I'll be live again Wednesday with a new guest. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace. Have a good week.